Assalamu alaikum students. Today is our lesson number 2. In lesson number 1, we had discussed about the characteristics of living and non-living things, how the living things are being differentiated from non-living things on the basis of certain characteristics. Okay, so what we will learn today, it is the movements. Okay, and this is your topic on page number 12 in your books. Okay, we will talk about this movements today in this lesson. So first of all, we will talk about the movement in animals. Okay, animals move in different way than plants. In the previous lesson, I already told you that the animals move through their parts or their whole body. Okay, students? But the plants, they show their movement in a different way. Okay. Now, how do the animals move? They may move their certain parts or whole of the body. So, students, when I say that they use their parts, so the example of the parts are they may use their wings, they may use their fins, they may use their legs, and they may use their flippers only to move from one place to another place. Let's have an example of this fish over here. All of you know that this fish has fins. What they have? Fins, which help this fish to move in water. If we will look at this bat and if we will look at this eagle, they are using their wings, okay, to fly in the air, to move from one place to another place. Then if you will look around this kangaroo, the animals like kangaroo, that may be monkeys, rabbits, kangaroos, they use their legs to move from one place to another place. They may walk, they may jump, they may hop, but they show the movement through this organ which is called as leg. And flippers are being used by whales, sharks, and dolphins to swim in water. So you have looked and you have understand that how by using certain parts the animals move from one place to another place. And what are these parts? They may be wings, fins, legs, flippers, etc. Now let's talk about the movement in animals especially. Okay, all of us have discussed in our unit number 1 that we have a skeletal system, and how many bones we have, students? 206. In mature and human it becomes 206, and we have almost or approximately 600 muscles in our body. So dear students, these muscles and our bones help us to move. Okay, so how the movement is taken place in the humans? Muscles in humans help to move through joints in skeleton. Okay, what is a joint? Look at this diagram. This bone is being jointed with this shoulder bone, and this bone, bone end of the bone of the upper arm is joined with the lower bone. I hope and you can recall I had shown you the skeleton in my class. Okay, so I hope you can recall the whole skeletal system. So by these joints and with the help of this muscles, we are able to move, either bend, straight, move in all directions. And what is a joint? Joint is the point where two bones fit together or the join together. Okay. Inshallah, later on I will give you an activity related to this movement in human. Got it, students? Next, what is skeleton? If you recall, You may have learnt about it in grade 3. The framework of bones is called as skeleton. And in our class, we had a model of skeletal system, and I have shown you that model as well. Now, the next to it is that the skeleton is having two types, endoskeleton and exoskeleton. What are they? Endoskeleton and exoskeleton. Okay, students, what do we mean by endoskeleton? All those skeletons which are present inside the body of any living thing is called as endoskeleton. And if this skeleton is present outside the body of an animal, then it is called as exoskeleton. So what do you think? Humans have endoskeleton or exoskeleton? I hope that you will answer me in this way, that we humans have endoskeleton because our bones are located inside of our body. Okay, so you need to know about exoskeleton over here. So all the lower animals, let's say ant, worm, caterpillars, spider, shrimps, insects, snail, and all these animals, they are the lower animals, they have the endoskeleton. What they have? Sorry, they have the exoskeleton. Exoskeleton is that skeleton which is present outside the body of animals. Okay, and that is a hard structure which is made up of calcium carbonate, or which is very hard structure, and that hard structure is sometimes called as chitin exoskeleton. What it is? Chitin exoskeleton. So all the lower animals have exoskeleton, as I told you and discussed you, while the higher animals like us, we have the endoskeleton. I repeat, exoskeleton is made up of very hard structure which is called as chitin, and sometimes it is made up of calcium carbonate. Okay, students, like beetle, worm, insects, you may have looked them around you. And the higher animals like animals and humans, they have the endoskeleton. I hope you have understand till now. Now it's the activity time. Got it? I'm giving you an activity that you put your left hand on your upper part of your right arm. Okay, and now bend the right arm at your elbow. You will feel that the muscles of the upper arm have become short and hard. When you straighten your arm, the muscles feel soft. Okay, so I will demonstrate the activity in front of you so that you can easily do that activity at your home. Okay, let's have a look on it now. This is your arm. This is your upper arm. Put your left hand on your upper arm and bend it in this way. Okay, you will feel that your upper arm has become short and hard, and the lower arm that becomes straight, long, and soft. Okay, this is the bending activity and this is the straightening activity. So in this way, do that activity at your home, and then you will um, record its results and you can give me the feedback. So that is all for day 2 lecture lesson, and I hope you have understand about um, movement. We have talked about movement in plants and movement in animals. Animals move from one place to another place through certain parts only or through their whole body, while plants move while and in higher animals they use the they may use the muscles and joints, as we have discussed about the muscles and joint. And in the last but not the least, we have discussed about exoskeleton and endoskeleton. And specifically, we have talked about exoskeleton, that is a hard outer covering or hard skeleton made up of chitin or calcium carbonate, and it is present in lower animals. That is all for today's lesson, students. Thank you.